Thank you very much, Rishi. Well, first to a much respected and familiar face in the world circuit, a former Masters and Grand Prix champion. It is the birthday boy, Mark Royal. Well, this world number 4 has had a fruitful few seasons to secure his place in the world's top 16, twice a world indoor singles semi-finalist and former Scottish International Open. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Robert Paxton!
Time to head up to the commentary box now. David Corkill is waiting for us once again, and he's got a former champion alongside him in Greg Harlow.
Thank you, Rishi. Mark Royal looking so much better this season. He was going through a bit of a health scare a year or two ago and lost a lot of weight. But he looks back to full fitness. And good to see that. He's a very, very good player, Greg. He's been known around the circuit for a very long time now.
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, Mark had the health scare last year. He's come through that, and he's now as happy as he's ever been. I think,
24.5
he's
metres.
really enjoying his bowls, and I know he's definitely up for this game this morning.
One of the few left-handers on the circuit. Mark Royal been in the top 16 for the last 13 years. So vastly experienced on the portable rink.
Both these guys are obviously excellent draw players. Both can play the conversions very well as well. I think most of the players agree this is probably one of the ties of the second round. I think a lot of the players will be in to have a look at this match.
Yes, it is a bit tasty, I have to say. It really is. Two good draw shot players. Robert Paxton hasn't been feeling too well the last couple of days, but he's feeling a lot better this morning. A bit of a cold.
You sure it wasn't man flu? You know what us blokes are like.
Not going there.
One green.
Looks a little bit on the inside. Yeah, it's a backhand, short jack length. You have to go out, but at the same time, occasionally you go searching for that inside line. And it's just not available. Be a bit easier for Mark being left-handed. It's his forehand. Should be able to get a deeper bend into the jack.
Just needs to run. Not getting them up there, Marky boy. Looks good here from Robert. Drops inside his own. Very good.
Good section. Second ball he's using a little bit the XPs.
One green.
Which is a strong bias ball. Fair to say, Greg, that been designed for more of an outdoor game, but because the rink is quite flat on the draw.
Yes, I mean, both of these players play Drake's Pride. They both normally use the professional model, which is the most popular of their bowls, and Mark is using that. But yeah, I think Robert's gone to the XP, which, as you say, normally would be used outdoors, but obviously looking for that extra swing on this slowish portable rink.
I just want to get back, it's just the angle. Yeah, that was all. Coming off the ball, the wrong angle. Still going to be one to green. Hardly add another. Good head of balls for the first end. It's boys are settled into it. Of course, they've had the chance. This is the advantage, Greg, of the early morning games, isn't it? You get plenty of practice beforehand.
Yes, obviously the 10, 2 and 7:30 starts, you get a nice half an hour, 40 minutes roll up beforehand, and most players take full advantage of that. The pace does vary throughout the day. Sure Robert's quite here, is he? It was a safe looking draw. Take the one and run.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
Crowd still coming in. Be close to a full house by the next 20 minutes or so, I would think.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Robert just waiting until people settle in their seats before he plays in his first ball. 2 sets of 9 ends, 3 on tiebreak if required, and minimum distance 23 metres, maximum 29.5. Mats up a metre or so. Still a long jack and a good start. Head-to-heads with these two players 4 times. They've played each other. Robert has won the last 3. But last year it was 6-4, 6-all. Tight game, and Mark Royal beat Robert back in 2008 in the Welsh International Open. That was the tournament he won.
I would like to say happy memories, but I think he beat me in the final.
You do well in Wales. You're one of the players that actually enjoyed going down there, and some players struggled on it for some reason. I don't know really why, because the portable rink.
No, it was quite unusual really, because it tended to play a touch quicker there, because I think the lower ceiling and slightly warmer. And the majority of players enjoy quick running carpets, but
Yeah.
there was a few players that used to catch out. So
It's a bit like sort of Alex Marshall loves playing here.
absolutely, that was one of the few times I didn't use the Tigers on the portable rink because it was quicker and a lot wider. Close here, Mark, if you run.
Oh, good ball. You see a lot of that in this match. A lot of good drawing balls.
1-3.
Great bowl from Mark there.
2 inches short of Jack high.
Hasn't secured a shot, but gives him a good head to bowl to. Robert needs a nice positive draw now into the split or just finish behind. Yeah, just going to drop behind, I know.
Oh.
Yeah, perfect.
Too
Too good.
gentle, gentle. Oh, wonder red.
1 red.
That was extremely unlucky. He'd have been very happy watching the ball go in. Not so happy when it fell over.
No.
Both players having a smile. Mark's going to take an early time out.
The problem for Mark is he'd be thinking what
Timeout call.
Robert's going to do, and
Mark has
Rob
4
will be into
timeouts
that
remaining.
red ball, there's no doubt about that. Sometimes in that position you're almost better putting another one just behind, so that if he makes a mistake he knows it's going to cost him.
I was going to say that he's got 2 choices: draw right in, but if he draws it in he could give it away, or he could just play another one a yard behind, as you say, put the dealt in Robert's mind, because Robert will want to attack the red ball, but he won't want the jack to move. I think Mark will draw in, to be honest, knowing Mark. I think he'll try and draw another one right in close. Yeah, he's
Right. Brave stuff. Of course you think it's early in the game, second end, but they've been out there for quite a long time, so they're well in touch.
Yeah, he's definitely gone for the draw.
Happy enough to leave the back ball as it is, just try and get in the way.
Wasn't too positive with his draw, was he?
I got the impression he was playing the options there. I think Rob Paxton will be into this though, because if he gets the ball absolutely plumb on the forehand, he'll lie 4 shots. Not easy to judge the line with the extra weight.
Yeah, playing the takeout.
Inside of the mat, looking for that inside line. I tell you what, he's not far away here. He's going to be very close, needs to hold. Fall back. Yeah, but it's still going to be 1 to red.
1 red.
That last ball will not be played. Surely he'll walk away from this. Good effort. Just needed another yard of weight to hold to the red ball, and I just can't imagine Mark bothering with the ball on the jack here.
One shot, Mark Royal.
And it's going to be that sort of game, Greg. I think they'll just, there'll be quite a few last balls and maybe not played in a game like this.
Set score 1-1 after
Two
two
great
ends.
ends to open up with. Don't think these boys are going to let us down.
Both these players involved in the bowls trade, Greg, like yourself as well, apart from all the other things you do
Jack
around here.
27.5 metres.
But it's you must have for a certain degree of contact with them, I would have thought.
Oh, absolutely. It's a good friendly trade. It's quite interesting. I was just watching, obviously they're both playing with Drake's Pride, and Mark's got the red shoes on, Robert's got the green shoes on, and then Mark has got the black ones on. So they're all coordinated. It's absolutely wonderful to see.
Absolutely. Yep. All supplied, of course.
Absolutely. Robert just getting the best of the opening bowls in these early ends. Just going to duck under at the end.
Yes, the margin there for error on that side is very, very little. Forehand in this direction with the right-hander, but backhand for the left-hander is different. Mark Royal should get a better dip with his left hand just to force it back, but overplayed for weight. But he's making centre rink. It's quite useful, actually.
Opportunity for Rob to slide another one in, get a bit of early pressure on Mark. Perfect road, I think. Good pace should get him back.
I think that'll make up Mark now.
Two green.
Play for the two balls. If he misses those, he gets a jack through to the back ball.
Yep, he's got the deepest bowl as well.
Interesting to see what weight he uses here.
Yeah, he never goes overly quick. Nice controlled. He's got to hold a lot though, that has.
Oh, here it comes now.
Yep.
Oh, he's right down it now. The jack will
Shot.
go a fair bit. He'll lose a single. And he would have been aware of that.
Yeah, the thing is, if he missed, he knew he was probably going to drop a 3, so just to concede a 1 here, he'll be happy.
Very good example of a damage limitation shot.
Yeah, nice controlled weight. Never far away as Mark with those. Plenty of room for Rob. Can't imagine he'll go too close to the ditch. Just play it safe. Aim for about 2 metres short. Just enough to take the 1. There we are.
No point in skirting with danger.
One shot, Robert
in the
Paxton.
ditch when you don't need to. Once again, good bowling,
Set
Greg.
score,
Good
1-2
draws to the
after
jack,
3
good
ends.
conversion shot. To say Mark plays that nice weight, doesn't he? Because playing any less weight than that, you're really in a bit of bother.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because obviously when Rob goes, he normally goes quite quick, but Mark is very, very controlled. Both of them very
Jack
accurate, to be
length,
honest.
28.5 metres.
As you say, with the way they're drawing, it could be some very interesting shots throughout the set, especially at the end of each set. Could be the decisive shots to win or lose the match. Great bowl coming in here from Mark. 2 good shots. First time in the 4 ends that after 2 bowls,
Last
Mark's
bowl, gap is 8
delaying
inches.
the shot.
I think Rob will go with this.
Yeah, it looks that way. Big drive. Controlled drive. Right down the middle, I think.
Good ball. Bang on target with his own. He got the maximum result out of it. But nice weight. Not a full drive for Rob. He can go much heavier than that. Played it well.
It's about half an inch past Jack high.
Second shot.
1 green.
Well, bit of a chance here for Rob as well, just to add another one in. It'd be a big conversion from 2 down to 2 up again.
Yeah, just be looking to draw something really close to try and secure the 1.
Trying to encourage it forward. And that's why he knew it wasn't there.
Mark just needs to add about a foot of pace to his last bowl. Draw the shot. I say just, it's not that easy, obviously.
Yes, but he's got a nice shoulder to work off. Jack high. It's a good target, and he's very close.
Well played, Mark. Great bowl.
Well, he's turned it around at the angle. They're looking at second one, but I think it's just a 1.
1 shot, Mark Royal.
And it is. Good steady start. Both players playing well.
Set score 2-2 after 4 ends. Jack length 26 metres. One green.
Robert will be trying to add another, but ideally just slide past the jack. Count and cover. Looks very good.
Perfect. And he is absolutely perfect now. Anything when
Two
you were
green.
2 feet behind would have been good.
Gap on both bowls is about 2 inches.
I attempted to run at this to try and open it up. Give myself a chance with the last ball. Well, that's very controlled.
I think it's a draw.
It's a hard shot to play to try and squeeze out. He was probably trying to get around his own Greg, but the problem there is he's left himself with a very difficult shot.
I agree with you. I think the drive was the shot there, open it up. Almost committed to the draw now with the last bowl. Two good shots against, nothing behind.
It was a tough selection, that one.
He obviously backed himself to draw, which is great long as you achieve it, but if you fail, you're leaving yourselves wide open for a big count.
Oh, well, that certainly wasn't what he was looking for. Got to be tempted down his forehand now just to, well, either side doesn't really matter, even to take one out, but as you say, Greg, he's got no back position.
I think he's going to go for the draw again.
Wow, that's a tough shot.
This will be some bowl. About half an inch to draw the shot. Is he going to bend in time?
Perfect weight, but on a
2 green.
scale of difficulty, that was right up there.
Yeah, I think probably a tactical error with his third there. Probably should have. It's easy in hindsight to have a look, but I think most players would have tried to open it up with a third. Chance here for a big 3 in this set. No danger. Has he sent it?
2 shots, Robert Paxton.
It was a double that I'm sure Rob expected to be moved around a bit, but he'll be very happy to take that.
Set score 2-4 after 5 ends. Jack length 28.5 metres.
Once again, dropping a bit on the short side first delivery, and that's always dangerous against a player like Rob. You know your next ball is going to have 2 against.
Yeah, I think 5 out of 6 of the ends, Rob's won the battle of the first 2 bowls. And quite rightly, that's why he's leading 4-2.
Just trying a little reacher here to try and disturb things. He's certainly in the area. Ideal would be 2 balls. Well, that will do it.
That will do nicely.
And there's the jack and there's the ball still on the rink, but it's a toucher. Even if it dropped in, it would be live. That was a hard shot, Greg, with that weight.
It was a hard shot. Most players play that quicker to hold the line. Judged it perfectly, though.
Well, it's going to be very hard to beat on the narrow side. I don't think you can probably hold the ball up. Unfortunately for Rob, who's got the stronger bias ball, it starts to work against him in this situation.
Yeah, I think Mark normally would have played across, but knowing that his bowls won't bend quite as much as Rob's, all he'll look to do is to get inside that. He won't necessarily be trying to get close to the edge of the ditch, just trying to beat Robert's bowl to count for 2.
It's a little bit more weight. His 9 would have been okay. Don't get too jack focused. Sure, Rob might be tempted to try and flick this away because it's close enough to the edge of the ditch to be able to flick it off the side rather than try and draw it.
Yeah, this will be a big drive then. This will not be slow if he's going for this. He needs an edge. Doesn't need it solid.
Good effort. Really good effort. He had second ball. No reason not to go for it.
Mark's got the choice now. Does he go for the red bowl for 3 or draw for 2? I think knowing Mark, he'll draw for 2.
I think it's just a bit too far away. So put a metre or so on his last ball, he'll not be far away with it. Yeah, he could afford to go a little bit wider than his last one as well. He had a bit of space. That's certainly wider. Well, he's given it a chance. Good ball. Difficult shot. He needed 2 to get there.
2 shots, Mark Royal. Set score
Very
4-4
interesting end
after
to this
6
set.
ends.
Last 3 ends to go, but number 7 end. There's a tied set all written all over it, doesn't it, Greg? It's going to be one of those ones, or else going into the last end on a shootout.
Yeah, I think the only way it won't be tied, as you say, is if they go in level. Has that feel about it.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Neither player giving an inch. Mark needs to find a better opening bowl. He's been letting Robert in on the first bowl. Has he sent this one any further?
Oh, he's dropping on that short ball again, and it's hurting him.
Favour the green bow. Gap on your bow 12
I
inches.
think the previous end probably as well, Greg, where he didn't play the running ball and he decided to go early this time. On reflection, he's probably thinking to himself, I need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, I think so. Sliding another one in here. He's starting to look very green.
And this one's not just as easy to get out of.
No, there's no target, no angles. I think this is a draw. Needs to find a good correction with this bowl.
Well, he's going to have the weight to hold that line. Once he gets past the front ones, he's good. Oh, he got a slight edge. That took him away from the shot ball. Good second, though.
Yeah, I think without the edge, he was going to get to the green. Well, 2 edges. Good try, that.
Well, that might be tempting.
It's close for second, Mark.
Well, if he's on that side, we're still drawing it.
Just needs to repeat his 3rd bowl and hope to miss the slide.
Well, he's definitely wider.
Not sure he'll get back then.
Not with that ball, I don't think. He'll get back eventually, but the extra weight still didn't make it to centre rink. We favourites just the one.
Yeah, Rob might change his hand here. Drop in on the forehand, possibly just touch the jack, could make 3. Staying with his preferred backhand draw.
Well, same thing too, if he drops around his own ball, guarantee the double. Drop back on the jack, could make a 3. Needs to be here, needs to arrive at it. So, that was a bit of a chance for a spare shot, Greg, at this stage.
I think it was, yeah.
One shot, Robert
A
Paxton.
little bit annoyed with himself there, I think.
Set score 4-5 after 7 ends.
Well, the pattern would be that Mark Royal would score in this end.
I think all the neutrals would be happy with that, then see a
Jack length 28.5
one-in shootout to
metres.
decide the first set. Mobile phone going off, I think. Obviously the call wasn't for Rob or Mark.
No, indeed not. It's normally an announcement and that happens, but because Rob was on the mat, I'm not to say anything. It certainly hasn't put him off. I'll be happy with that. Keep the phones ringing. Good reply. Still going to be 1 to green, but he's set something up for himself.
1 break. Gap on your bowl is 3 inches. On Mark's bowl, 5 inches.
Yeah, ideal bowl now for Rob is just to slide past the jack, rest the red bowl. Not wasted. Good position. Mark had his tongue out on that delivery. I think he was putting everything into his concentration.
Just going to go underneath it. Well, there's another chance for Rob to get to the red ball and drop back, make a double. Scores 2 here. Almost sets him up to win the last end.
Great effort.
Doesn't want the jack. Well, got touching the ball first. That ensured the double.
2 green.
I think Mark needs to take a time out here and have a look, really.
Yeah, it's the angles, isn't it?
Yeah, he's playing this blind.
He's going for that little runner again.
He can probably only see ½ an inch of the green bowl.
Solid on it, takes 1 out. Yep, didn't get the touch in the jack that he really wanted.
1 green.
Once again, he was in the area. If he had missed the front ball, he was going to get the green ball and spring the jack, which he'd have been quite happy about. 1 out. I was hoping that ball would just have a little snick of the jack.
Gives him a better head to play to, though. If he can
Time out.
repeat the bowl, he could get the green out for 3.
Well, that's
The
4
jack
timeouts
for
remaining.
2. Does Rob try to put another one in, or does he try to cover corner of the rink? Decision's his. Both shots are the right shot to play. He's gone for the draw.
Yeah, so he's going to have good weight here. Just on the wrong side. Well, this is a chance. He's
One
actually
right.
provided maybe a slight angle as well. Well, it's maybe a wee bit close to jack high for the angle, but you say, Greg, same ball?
Yeah, same, but I mean, I think, to be honest, the angle off the last bowl could get the jack into the corner for 2 for Mark, so it has given him a little bit of a wider head to attack. Target would be to clip the green one out, but the jack is also just as good. He's a touch wider.
Yes, he's going more for the draw this time, and that's hard to get back.
That surprises me.
Oh, same ball would have done the job.
That surprises me, that does.
That was a harder option.
1 shot, Robert Paxton.
Especially in the situation he was in. He was going to go into the last end 2 down.
Set score 4-6 after 8 ends.
Yeah, he just played a good runner there, Dave. I thought repeat the same bowl out for 2, jack in the corner for 2. Didn't look a lot of danger.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm surprised. Edge of jack, bowl out. You know, it could have gone wrong. He might have lost an extra shot. But at this stage, the way this match has been going,
Jack
2
length
down.
28 meters.
Best you can hope for here's a draw on the set. Well, we're just waiting for a couple of people to settle in their seats. All depends where you look, of course, trying to find out where your line is going to be. Some people look at the rink, some people look elsewhere. Darren Burnett looks about 2 yards in front of him, which is very good when it comes to any disturbance that's around.
Yeah, I must admit, I don't look too much further than that, to be honest. Just probably about 4 to 5 meters ahead.
Surprised Robert's playing this backhand, because with his balls, there's a big swing. It opens up the backhand to you. Certainly can't afford to be tight on it.
Yeah, he's played it well through this set. This is probably his worst 2 opening bowls. Up until now he's played it well. Mark needs to get something in close here. Set something up. Have a big chance. Look plenty wide enough. Oh, that's a let off.
Oh, that's a massive let off. It really is. I can see Robert drawing the shot now.
Your last bowl, 14 inches.
I think if he had got something close there, he might have forced Robert into a weight bowl, and no guarantee of hitting the target. Pressure's off for this one.
Looks the winner.
He's certainly not too wide. He has to arrive though.
I haven't said that. Yeah, that surprised me as well. I thought that was good.
Got to be one.
One red.
One red.
Well,
Big chance here.
must get this in. Absolute must.
Robert Paxton's worst end. Just needs to stop. And he's there. Well, not like force Robert on the other side. There's no reason not to play the backhand, of course, but he probably thought he was very close, Greg, with that last bowl, and that puts a bit of doubt in your mind.
I must admit, I thought he was very close. I was quite surprised to see it pull up
Timeout called.
that short.
Robert has 3 timeouts remaining.
Just got to find a good draw now.
The angles are there to take the 2 balls out, but there's no guarantee of getting it. And the difficulty for him is that, you know, if he misses, well, he can actually lose the set. He can guarantee at least a draw if he plays a runner and takes a ball out, or he can guarantee the win if he draws it. Yeah, going for the runner. I thought he might contemplate it. Oh, there's a big gap there.
And if he gets the gap, he leaves it open for Mark.
Yeah, that was unlucky when you find a gap, but it was always there. He was looking forward to 2 balls to try and guarantee the win, and now he could lose this.
My money was on the draw. Now my money's on Mark to draw for 3. Win the set.
He's certainly wide enough.
He is a lot wider. Is he going to get the late swing?
I don't think so. I think he's struggling. And that's going to be close. Very close for the 3rd.
I think it's 2.
Check out, it's the bottom green ball. That's where the measure is. But that's a very tight measure. There's the 2 balls that will come out. No doubt about those. Yeah, and that's guaranteed tight set.
Those 2, yeah.
That was a strange last end, wasn't it? Strange. I mean, obviously Robert's
2
worst
red in the
end
measure
by a mile, and yet probably not one of Mark's better ends. But looks like he's got 2 for a tie. Outside chance of 3 for a win the set.
Holes and gaps. You know, it can work out that way. Let's see how this goes. Just down, right down on the ball in the middle. Oh wow, that's in. That went through very easily. Mike Davies going back to it again, just to make sure. But it looks like a 3 to me. Yeah, there's definite touch there.
3 shots in the first set to Mark Roy.
Didn't expect it.
Very popular with the crowd, that as well. Obviously local to the area. Good crowd, good support for him.
Yeah, Suffolk man. Robert will be kicking himself on that one.
Yeah, not so much on the drive, but his first 3. His first 3 have been good all game, and that'll be what he's kicking himself on. He never got anything close.
Channel 28 meters.
All the pressure now moves on to Robert Paxton. He has to win this set to go to a tie break. You'd have given a lot for a ball like that.
I think I'm right in saying that's the first time Mark had scored going in that direction.
Yes, they actually both ruined the sequence. The 8th end went to Robert Paxton, which would normally have gone to Mark Royal in that direction, and reversed that with Mark on his last end.
Which is quite strange, because that means that obviously Robert had won all of Mark's lengths, and then the first time Robert chose a longer length, he dropped a massive 3 to lose the set. Strange game.
One green. Front bar.
Got the edge and dropped away. On another day, you get an edge and you roll in beside the jack. Just hit it a little bit too firm. Well, left-hander. Good chance to get this one back off what would be the normal backhand.
I think he's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
That's the advantage in that hand. For the left-hander, you will come back all the way, and Mark Royal will be wise to remember that line, because he made that look very easy.
Robert's got a big decision here. Does he gamble and play white green onto red, or does he just draw and probably drop the 1? Be a tough draw to draw the shot.
Well, he's running down. I thought he might have used a timeout, because he's down to 4 seconds.
He definitely hurried that. 1 second on the clock.
Well, this will come down very quickly at the end. Here it comes. Yeah. That's actually quite a good ball if Mark was thinking about coming inside to the jack.
I think Mark will just try to repeat his draw. He'd love to get 2 on the scorecard on the first end. Perfect track. Just a touch quick, is it?
Yep.
One shot, Mark Royal.
No, steady start.
Jack length 27.5 meters.
Well, we haven't seen any short jack lengths at 23, 24 so far. I just wonder, well, both players are playing well at this sort of length, Greg, and who's going to take the risk? Can't imagine it'll be Mark Royal.
No, Mark winning the first set will want to keep things the same. Over the 8 ends, I would have said Robert was the better player and been slightly more consistent with his first 2 bowls. but as we all know in sets, one bad end can cost you the set, and sure enough it did there. The ninth end, he didn't find a decent bowl and dropped a 3 and lost the set.
One green.
Well, it's handy. Shot ball, one just behind,
On the
always
shot
useful.
ball, 4 inches.
Chance for this. Just needs to drop back.
One green. Your bowl, Mark's bowl, 6 inches.
Well, even if it drops, I don't think it's going to be in,
Yeah.
but it's a good second.
Yeah, it's a good second and gives him another option for his last bowl if he wanted to attack the head. I think a lot depends on whether Rob gets another one in or not. Is he going to get back in time? No.
The only danger he has here, if he does play it, is he could take his own ball out.
Yeah, I think now he'll just draw. I think had Rob got a second in, he probably would have attacked, but it's a nice little attacking shot up the forehand, but oh, his bowl just fell in now. It's going to cost him a timeout.
Still favour green, it's closer. Timeout called. Mark has 3 timeouts remaining.
Draw it is. Beat his own back bowl to win the shot.
Well, it's on the draw. Drop on his own ball. Sneak past the green onto the jack, but you have to arrive. You have to give it a chance. Oh, it's a long way away, Greg. It is easy, though, to be fair, to drop a yard short out there and looking for absolutely perfect weight.
Same draw for Rob. Always easier when you're drawing for 2 rather than drawing for the shot. Looks a perfect road this time. Great bowl. Great bowl.
Thinking gently. Yep. Only just nudged it. Should be good for the double.
Umpire, please.
Did just move it a fraction, didn't it? Not a lot. Not.
Still favour the 2.
I would as well.
One green and a measure.
Looks green on the rings. Looks red from that angle, but it looked green on the rings.
I'm always a great believer in where the markers and umpires go first.
Tell you, it's tight.
It is tight. Definite movement on the green. We could see that. Yep.
2 shots, Robert Paxton.
Just going to mark it on my card, but already marked it on. These umpires do have a tendency to go to the ball that they favour first.
Shot length 28.5 metres.
Perfect opening bowl. Doesn't want to touch his own and open things out. Will not be overly happy with that. Good bowl.
2 green.
Just gives Mark a few inches to get in. Mark gone for the early runner. Onto Jack solid through into the ditch.
Bounce it out.
2 green.
I think Mark's realised that if he's in a bit of bother, he needs to attack early.
And he's playing it well as well.
Yeah,
He's hit the target there, opened it up.
with once again, Greg, very controlled weight. The harder of the shots. We expected that from Robert. Draw number 1.
One red.
Good bowl from Mark. Might actually force Rob to change his hand. Possibly play the backhand draw now.
Well, it's never easy when you're trying to play across the line.
Tight a mile.
That's the problem with playing that. Well, it looks open, Greg, but in terms of being effective, the other side would probably have been better.
Yeah, great opportunity for a double now for Mark. This level of competition, you feel like you cannot afford to miss these. He's wider than his last. Has he got a touch more running? He needs a touch more running to get up.
Oh, he's going to be close.
Just enough, I think. Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
2 shots, Mark Roy.
Well, the red ball was kicked in very quickly there.
Didn't quite finish as much as I thought at the end.
Set score 3-2 after 3 ends.
But yeah, conceded very quickly.
I think Robert was just disappointed with his last bowl as well. Didn't give it a chance.
Shot length 24.5 metres.
Mark decided to play the early runner. Worked out well for him again. Hit the target. 2 good draws. 2 shots on the scorecard. Gone for a slightly shorter length this time. Sort of a mid-length.
Last bowl, 2.5 feet.
whether Rob might be tempted with an early runner here. His favourite backhand is blocked a little bit. No, sticking with the draw.
He just needs to skirt around that front one. Well, that sets the target up now.
One red.
Certainly be tempted with the next one.
Yeah, the thing is, from Mark's point of view, his first bowl was a bad one. He now needs a back bowl, and he also needs another shot. So the target will be the 2 green bowls just past the jack. And clicking his fingers, I think he feels is a touch too quick.
Yep.
It'll be okay if the jack moves, but no good if the bowl disappears.
The only thing about the red ball now, Greg, is if he does go for it, it might clatter into the 2 green. And they're sufficiently close enough together to disappear. But he might well be tempted with it. He's got another ball afterwards.
Yeah, if he's tempted, this is the one to go with. Don't leave it till your last. No, stick in with the draw or possibly just the trail.
This is a hard shot to play.
It certainly is.
I think Mark might be tempted just to leave that and play the other side, because if he drops one in front of it, it's good. The backhand, well, the forehand for him being the left-hander, he's still leaving it open.
He's got the best back, so yep. Draw another one in. Ideally, he'd like to cover the jack, but very important just to get another one in. Chasing after it, sign that he likes it. Is he going to get inside the greens? Lots of leaning and body movement.
Well, it's still good. Might go a bit stronger this time. Yeah. Controlled weight. Needs to get down. He's very close, or will he dip under?
Gonna go now.
Wow, that is big.
And he's playing with big bowls, so that would make it go even more. Mark's half interested in the second one here, I think.
Yeah, it's a massive sweep.
2 shots, Mark Royal.
It's the first time in the
Set
match
score
we've had
5-2 after 4
Bit
ends.
of a break of 3 shots, 5-2.
I think Robert played himself into trouble there a little bit, to be honest. Trying to play the neat way. I felt he should have gone a bit quicker earlier and opened it up and then come back with a draw with his last bowl. But again, hindsight, wonderful thing sitting here. Had he played it neat, would have been saying what a great shot.
Jack length 27 metres.
Slightly shorter jack. Change of hand from Mark. Quite a big tactical change, this. Reasonable opener.
Change his hand, yeah, he's moved on to the other side now because he's played it well this side. Well, line's good if he has the weight to carry it.
One green.
Straightforward draw for Rob. Touch. He'd love to get a touch on the jack. Just bury it away a little bit.
Should be good enough for
2 green.
Now, Mark has been running at these early. Doesn't look a great target though.
He's had to change his hand again.
Yep. Looking to draw something close. Perfect line. Just a touch quick.
Struggling just to get it back. Well, he's dropped it down, framed it a bit better, but it was the right shot.
Front bowl, 16 inches short of jack high.
It's giving Robert a chance to get right into this and play around the blind side on the front bowl, just sneak around it. Hasn't pushed it, but might come across for nuisance value. Well, I think it looks easier on the screen, Greg, than what it'll look like out in the rink. You know, backhand runners available, but
Looks like a forehand, a backhand draw. His backhand draw.
his backhand draw, yeah.
Because the runner, I don't think it's possible to leave anything close. Perfect line last time. Just looking to drop probably 18 inches away, chasing after it. Must really like it.
Struggling to get down.
Just over the pace again.
6 inches too heavy, and Mark realizes that this should be a 3. Level the scores off. Either way, the set's tightened up. Slightly over. Good grouping. Oh, he's looking good.
Yep, very good in there. Big 3 back in the match.
3 shots, Robert Paxton.
Set score 5-5 after 5 ends. Jack length 28 meters.
It's a bit early for the run for home, but makes you feel good when you pick up a treble, level scores, and your first ball's a bang on toucher. Oh, he really pushed that one out. Well, here it comes. Yep. Strong bias ball, back well.
Still favour greens, close. Your last bowl was 16 inches short of jack high.
Rob switching to his forehand. Ideally, he'd like to use the last bowl of Mark's. Nestle in, a little touch on the jack, make things even better for him. Great bowl, and fall in, perfect.
And it's definite. A few heads have just loosened up a little bit, Greg, but it seems like they're back on form again. this one's got a bit of work to do to get down. Looks like he's taken at least one. Oh, wow. Well,
looks like a one-bowl shootout now.
he'll be quite happy he's got last bowl, Mark Royal. He's going to need it.
Rob knows he lays probably a couple of shots, but they're not close enough. Be looking to get right on top of this.
Yes, he's playing across the line off the inside of the mat to try and hold the ball up as long as possible, but those big swinging balls will dip. Here they go. Yeah, he's always going to dip inside, and it's probably enough room, I would say, for Mark Royal.
He'd back himself here 9, if not 10 times out of 10 to draw the shot. Line's good enough, it's all about the pace.
Yes, he's got a better track to it.
Got to stop.
Oh, he's motoring a bit. Oh, that's a missed chance. Robert wouldn't have expected to have scored here.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
And very annoyed with himself there. Quite rightly so, he'd expect to win that one.
Set score 5-6 after 6 ends.
Once again, another large audience here at Potter's Leisure Resort. So it was a very tasty looking draw, this. Mark Royal, Robert Paxton.
Jack length 28.5
9
meters.
places separate them on the ranking list, but all that experience with Mark Royal. I say number 13, and just dropped a few positions with the illness he had last year, but he's come back strong this year.
Yeah, Mark definitely a better player than number 13, that's without a doubt. Is it going to be lucky 13 though? That's the thing. Both players a touch short with their opening ones this time. Neither will be happy
18
with
inches.
that. Quite often when the first couple of bowls are short, you feel the first one to get in tight will probably win the end because of the protection at the front.
Well, there's the correction. He's lengthened the jack a little bit. From Mark on the other side. Well, very close with this. Bit of work to do on the band. Yep. Again, just a little bit far away. Really doesn't want to lose a double here because he'll be chasing the set the last 2 ends.
Can he turn the jack back the other way? Great bowl. Great bowl.
Decision time. Mark Royal.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's pushed that out wide. Yeah, he knows it. Although it's doing its best to get back. He knew he was just half a ball too wide on that.
Yeah, he thought he was very wide on that, and it, in the end, got within a whisker.
So Robert Paxton, does he draw another shot or go deep? Well, he can do both actually, but a little bit behind the jack and still score another shot. Anything in front would be useful as well. Drop short, he could block the way in for Mark Royal. Oh yes, oh that's very good. That is very good indeed.
3 green. 3 green.
This is a hard one, Greg.
Yeah, it is. I
Gap is 8 inches.
think Mark's going to gamble and try and hit Robert's last bowl into the jack. Mark obviously has the deepest bowl. Even if he hits the target here, he needs good fortune.
No, just inside it. Well, it's a big 3 to lose at this stage.
Three shots, Robert Paxton.
Very much looking more and more like a tie-break.
Set score 5-9 after 7 ends.
Robert would like to force that through this end. He's very much in the ascendancy at the moment. 7 shots in the last 3 ends.
Yeah, it's quite strange. The last 3 ends, Mark's drawing has just gone off a shade and put himself in awful positions.
Jack length 28 metres.
Hasn't been able to get out of them.
Yes, he just loosened up a little bit, and Robert's come back strong. Good first ball. Like to win the end, but if he's going to lose it, he just wants to lose a single. And he's got the good first ball. Would normally get the treatment.
I think, yeah. Backhand or backhand runner. Looks wide, doesn't it?
Yes, he does indeed. But
that's not a good connection.
No, it's really not going to help him. And it's gone outside the confines of the rink. It'll go on the respot. It's going to favour green.
Two green.
Robert's going to be in a position to put the pressure on here. Both players 2 balls each. I think the best that Mark can do in this end will probably be a single. The
gap is 2.5 inches.
This looks under. Just starting to peel away. Wasn't too bad for line.
1 green.
It's a set lie against.
I think I'd just go deep if I was Rob now, to be honest.
Just leave it.
Mark's got the best back. I think I would just go deep. Yeah, as you say, he only needs the 1 to win the set. Got a great 1 on top. Gone for the draw. Doesn't want to open the jack up. It's been okay.
Well, much option here. It's going to be a hard one to draw, but the 2 balls are available if he wants to drive them out. I think he's going to have to play that.
Just wonder now whether the jack's available to trail a couple of yards for 2. Mark will also be thinking one's probably not enough.
Timeout called.
Perfect timing shot around the front green. Turn the jack for 2.
He can't see the jack from the map, but he knows exactly where it is. He's calling it to get down. Here it comes.
3 shots, second set. Robert Paxton, match tiebreak.
Definitely got a play, but wasn't far away from it.
3 shots is going to make it look a lot worse than what it really was.
You won the toss. Give it away.
12 shots to 5. Robert Paxton
First in
played very
tiebreak. Mark
well.
won the toss. It's given the jack to Robert.
That's second set. From 5-2 down, Greg to 12-5. Oh,
Yeah, you wouldn't have put money on that scoreline, but as you say, Robert was very good from 5-2 down, and Mark lost his way a little bit. Didn't draw at his best and left himself in some awkward positions. But all that'll be forgot now. It's the first player to win 2 ends.
Jack length 28.5 meters.
And the tiebreak ends always seem to be played differently as well, don't they?
yes, it is slightly different. We're in a situation where the single shot is all is required. There's no accumulated shots. And of course, if we get to the third end in the tiebreak, it can be destroyed and replayed again, but you have to nominate it. You can nominate as often as you wish, but you can only destroy it once. That applies to both players.
Good opening bowl here. He might get right up and tight, and there's still a bit of room.
Gap on the last bowl, 7 inches.
That's enough. 7 inches to slide a ball in.
Robert certainly made an adjustment. Looks very good.
Always close for this.
Yeah, great bowl. A great bowl.
Yeah, they knew 7 inches to draw a shot and made it look easy. Right on the jack. Mark might be tempted to run at this to try and open it up.
Slightly short, half an inch short.
Very, very hard ball to draw off the wet sitting.
Just going to reach off his backhand and try and swing back into the bowl and the jack.
Yeah. Well, he's on a narrow line, no doubt about that. Ball will start to kick back. Yeah, it's a good ball there. I think he has to attack it with the next one, though. Even if he moves his own red ball, difficulty for Rob is, what does he do?
I think Rob has to draw another one in, choose a hand, draw another close bowl.
He won't want to tap it, so that's why he's changed. He doesn't want to open that jack up.
Very good.
That's a good ball. Get it back in. That's probably 2 now.
2 green.
Yeah, I still think Mark's going to have to attack this. Can't see any guarantee of getting the shot. Unless he moves it.
Looking for his own red bowl into the jack. He's certainly into something. What's he going to get? How's he going to get it?
Oh, he wanted it solid. Oh, just locked on the back ball. It has helped. He's opened the gap between the jack and the ball to about 5 or 6 inches. But it could have been so much better if he had got the ball under the jack.
2 green.
Yeah, Rob's decision now. Does he try to draw a better shot, or does he cover the respot?
Well, the respot's going to be hard to get to, Greg. You know, he's still got that front protector.
Robert has 3 timeouts remaining.
Although the same bowl by Mark will be very, very close. as you say, it's down to choice. Is he prepared to leave that 5 or 6 inches for Mark Royal to draw the shot?
No, he's looking to try and draw number 1.
He's got a bit of work to do on the weight. Now Mark has to think about this. That plant is going away from it, so that's not going to help with the runner.
Just the draw, I think, David.
Yeah, I think it is a draw. No, it's going to be a tough one to roll that jack into the right position.
Probably got about 2-3 inches to draw the shot to win the first tiebreak end. Hurry is the call from Mark.
He's struggling for weight. That's the problem. The line is good. Yep, dropped it low.
First end, Robert Paxton.
Well, Robert Paxton has won the end against the bowls, so to speak. Last bowl was in favour of Mark. Now he's in a position of having last bowl. He put away the disappointment
Jack
at the
then
last end
25
in
and
the
a half
first set.
meters.
Robert Paxton came back strong, won the second.
And as you say, with last bowl on this end, is probably now favourite. Slight favourite as it is.
Both players making sure they're arriving. And that's good to see, because if they're in trouble, this will be a very attacking end.
Mark plays the shot, but the head's not in his favour. Again, he needs a positive draw, turn his own red into a better position, or just turn the jack. Yeah, then
2 balls or jack.
hits it solid, could run right through to the ditch with it.
Oh, he's close. Solid jack, there it goes, and he'll go in after this. Will he make the ditch? Oh, he's just dropped in, but it's a little bit of a distance, but that's not going to be easy to beat.
No, and the front bowls are probably in the way to go across the green to it. Very difficult.
Well, I don't think Mark can hold his ball up enough on the narrow side. It's a straighter line ball, and it is his backhand, so he can play across the line, push it out really wide. Has to give it a chance, because he might as well fall in the ditch rather than be too short.
Has to run.
That's just peeling away towards the end, and I'm not sure if that's enough.
Yeah, favour 1 red.
Well,
Off the
Alan
ditch,
Thornhill
2
thinks
feet.
it's 1 red. He's done well to get there. You up, Robert? Need to hurry.
Good enough.
Oh, he's done
Well
well there.
played. Great ball.
He's done very well. The loose strong backs goes the whole ladder. He must have been right at the edge of the mat. And it's on his forehand too,
Great.
Greg.
Yeah, that was a great bowl.
Timeout called.
You would think you would struggle to get there, but that's a great bowl. Match winner.
Mark has 2 timeouts remaining.
Mark will probably try to push this in. Very tough to beat on the draw. Let's see. We'll be able to tell by the line. Yep, it's a narrow line. He's looking to push the green one into the ditch.
Well, he's interested. He must be very close.
He's got it.
Got it in, very happy with that. Tremendous ball.
And he played it with very careful weight. He played it with the hard weight.
Okay, one ball here now for Rob.
I think he enjoyed that.
Quiet, please.
Well, can he do it again?
He's on the same road. Looks good enough. He's chasing it.
Oh, has he got the weight? That's the question.
He really likes it.
Has he got the weight?
He has indeed.
Yeah,
well
exactly.
played. That's
Second end and the match to Robert Paxton.
Absolutely brilliant last end, I have to say. Acknowledges the try. It was a very, very good game. No doubt about that. Disappointment for Rob in the first set. Got a bad end, lost the 3. Lose at 7-6. Came back strong in the second at 12 shots to 5 and won the tie-break 2-0. It was an excellent game, Greg.
Yeah, it certainly was, and it was a great way to finish there, because obviously Mark done all he could to push it to the third tie-break end, and Rob came up with a great draw to the ditch to win through.
Well, we knew it was going to be close, and that's exactly what it was, and we'll show you some of the highlights just now. Robert just acknowledging the crowd. And so he should. He played really well in that, and played some big balls there in the tie-break, there's no doubt. See the two players coming out, acknowledging the crowd, and they knew this was going to be a good game. It's exactly the way it turned out. Mark Royal's last ball, just coming in to turn the jack round the corner. That's excellent. Just showing that he was on form for the draw. And Robert Paxton just missed it. That was his last ball in the first set. And that ball just dropping in was enough to get him the 3, Mark Royal, for the win in the first set, 7-6. Once again, Robert Paxton getting in for a very close ball for the double. Second end, and that was his last ball coming in for the match win. Played it beautifully after Mark Royal had taken his ball out. It was a superb draw under pressure. Well, the stats are always going to be pretty close. Robert Paxton won more ends, but that's because Mark Royal